How the ice melted. One frosty morning, cousins Anastasia and Daniel were outside in the street. Anastasia had come to stay with Daniel yesterday, and after breakfast, the children had gone out for a walk. The puddles had frozen overnight and were as hard and shiny as glass. Daniel broke the ice in one of the puddles. It turned into many fragments, which shone brightly in the sun.
"Oh, it's beautiful!"
Anastasia clapped her hands.
"Let me be the Snow Queen, and these will be my treasures." "And I'll be the Ice Knight,"
Daniel added. The kids had a fun game.
"Can I play with you too? I can also be a knight,"
asked the boy who lived next door. He had also come out for a walk in the street, and he wanted to play with Anastasia and Daniel.
"No, you can't play with us. We have a queen and a knight. We don't accept anyone else,"
answered the children. Frowning, the boy watched them play. A little later, Anastasia and Daniel got cold and decided to go home and get warm. They put the ice treasures in their mittens and went inside. On the ice-covered path to the door, Anastasia suddenly slipped and fell.
"Ouch! I hurt my knee. It hurts so much."
Daniel helped Anastasia up.
"Ha ha ha!"
the children suddenly heard. It was the same boy who they had not taken into their game. Inside the house, Daniel's mother examined Anastasia's knee and covered it with healing ointment. Then she poured some warm tea for the children to warm them up faster. When they had their tea, the children were already warm, and Anastasia's knee had stopped hurting. The cousins had decided to play with the ice treasures they had brought home, but they found nothing in the hallway except their wet mittens.
"Where did our ice cubes go? They were here in the mittens."
Daniel's dad raised his eyebrows in surprise. "Didn't you know that ice melts in heat and turns into water? It always does. Ice is frozen water." The children were sorry to see their treasures melt away so quickly.
"Yes, it's cold outside, and that's why the ice isn't melting there,"
Anastasia thought as she looked out of the window. Out on the street, she saw the neighbor's boy again.
"The boy is still walking out there."
"What boy?" the adults asked in surprise.
"The one we didn't allow into our game about the Snow Queen,"
answered Daniel.
"He was still laughing when Anastasia fell. It was an evil laugh. What do you think, Mummy?"
Mum wondered for a moment.
"Maybe he was offended that you didn't let him into your game, and a piece of ice settled in his heart. The evil piece of ice made him laugh at the pain of others, and now he is bitter."
The children felt sorry for the boy.
"It turns out that we have cast a spell on the boy, like real ice wizards. We need to reverse it urgently,"
Anastasia said, worried. A great idea came to Daniel.
"To melt the ice, we need to warm it up. How do we melt the ice in his heart, Mum?"
Mum, of course, knew the answer.
"With kindness and friendship. You should invite the boy to play with you and never chase him away again. Then his ice will melt."
Daniel and Anastasia did just what their mother advised. They went outside and invited the boy to play with them. Later, they invited him to their house, and they all became friends.